If I were to do a keyword analysis on this entire conversation, I'd probably take out frontline or agent. But one of the other words that you've said over and over again is the word culture. If you were to answer for us on this podcast, why are you so focused on culture? Why is it part of that competitive advantage for the organization? Can you paint the picture, tell a story on that for us?
Let's go down this path. If you don't have a good culture and you're the person in charge and you're telling people what to do, a situation happens, you're not there. Can they solve it without you? No, because you're the one that makes all the decisions. But if your culture empowers people to understand what matters, what's my North Star, what's my guiding light for all the decisions I have to make, you've suddenly decentralized a whole lot of decision making. And it's going to be right because it's going to align with your culture. If your culture is passionately customer focused, stronger together, be the change. You take just those three core values as part of your customer focus, your culture. The people who get into situations where you're not there, they're going to say, okay, I'm going to keep those three things in mind. I'm going to make my decision aligned with those. Most of the time, they make the right decision and they do it aligned with what you're doing. So this is why culture matters, because if you've got a toxic culture, remember I was telling you, oh, I want to give ideas, but nobody's listening to me from the contact center. So why should I bother? That's a toxic culture. You've got so much information to give about your customers, about what's happening, about what the problems are, about what the customer's ideas are for making your product even better. But you will need to foster that in a positive environment, a positive culture. Because if you don't have it, people aren't engaged. They're bringing their C and D game to the table, not their A and A plus game. They're not engaged. And Qualtrics put out a study 2023, I think the number was, after one negative customer experience, 53% of customers stop using your product or decrease their spending. One, get a culture where people want to create a great customer experience, because you can turn a negative into a positive by solving the problem. If you don't have the right culture where that matters, you're going to have more of those negative customer experiences.